basically, I started talking without recording just to kind of get a feel for what I would talk about. And this book series is the Grimoire series. Right about the part that I caught myself was when I said the Grimoire. I looked it up, and it's a book of learning. The learning you've gotten, the learning you've gotten, and the learning and what you've learned. That's a little bit of the same thing, but the learning you've gotten and the learning that stuck with you on your journey. And I'm going through these grimoire books, not the entire series, but a large chunk of the series. And as I learn how to read theory, I'm going to use these books as a reference, as a guide, a grimoire guide. There'll be some fantastical themes in here, maybe, because it catches my attention. But for the most part, we should just dive in. So the first thing that got me when I paused is that in the Scales and Modes book, they're talking about modes, scales and modes. And if you know a little bit about theory, cool. If not, I'm not good enough a teacher to will you up to speed in these few moments. But basically, every scale starts in one block according to this book. They're in blocks. So depending on the block you start is the mode you start with. Each block to the left of the beginning one is one interval, one step. So in this book, it says 1, 2, 3. I couldn't explain to you any better, and I'm trying, but that's what I meant. I'm not good at it. So basically, it gets to the part where it says, the second mode of any scale is based upon the second tone of the main scale. You music theory people, us music theory learners also know this. The scale, in this case, the major scale, A mode uses the exact tones of the main scale. However, what was the second becomes the first. So that means the first note was 1 in the first mode. When you go to the second mode, the second note is the first note in that. The second tone becomes the first tone in the second mode. What got me is all the way in the 7th mode. The 7th tone becomes the first tone, and because it's a half step to the second tone and a flat, it's following into the 7th tone, which is the 6th. But in the diagram shows it as being 2 of these spaces to the side. And what that makes me think is that should be an augmented, or a diminished, not a flat, or 2 flats. I would look online, but I was stumped. I can't formulate a question or even find a place where the answer would be. And so I went and got a bunch of snacks to ease my frustration. And it's easily possible for this to turn into a mukbang at any time, or whatever you call those videos. But I'll just record this, and that's it. I really have no further questions. It's unfortunate that this small block was the size of this whole stream. Wow. Thanks for watching.